Hello guys, good morning and welcome back to my channel. And guys, today I'm going to talk about rehabilitation and rehabilitating from wrist injuries and you can see I'm in this tabletop position and like it's a mobility exercise here that I'm doing, and this video is all about my rehabilitation process, like my wrist rehabilitation process. And I keep on uploading videos um, regarding different kind of rehabilitation and that I'm going through. Physical injury is one of it, and yep, wrist is like my wrist, left wrist is injured or like is underworked. It got injured years back, but it's like underworked muscle also, and because of that, there is weakness there. And now I have started this restorative yoga and yin yoga, which is very helpful. Like as earlier, I was trying to do push-ups, pull-ups, and different new type of push-ups and all of that, but it wasn't helpful. It was just creating an impatience in my body, mind, and like trying to pump my muscle too much. I don't know where I would go after doing all that. It's like body was asking a slow recovery time or just attention, and I was like trying to push it too hard by doing extreme workouts, getting colossals on my hand, and so it wasn't helpful. Right now you can see me on this bridge pose and like this is very relaxing. And the thing is that in my videos I talk about rehabilitation from smoking to pornography to alcohol to sports injuries, and you can notice that like four are in general that I'm trying to talk about. So it's like all this was going on in my mind, and I'm trying to do push-ups, pull-ups, and like, and I bet that everyone out there who is watching this video is also going through similar kind of situation. So my advice, oh man, I don't want to give advice. It's like what I want to share is like that I found out this thing that I gotta just slow myself down. Slow myself down, slow and steady is this my mantra, and like, and as we have all read and heard the story of turtle and rabbit or hare, and turtle wins because of that slow and steady approach. And so I stay in that mode now, and it's like very helpful. I wasn't understanding it. It's like it took years for me to understand this concept. Like I was running earlier, like in general I guess it's all good, because earlier I was like very proactive towards rehabilitating myself, my body, and I was running a lot, and like I was doing push-ups a lot, pull-ups a lot. But gradually, it's like I guess it's all a normal body science or like nature. Like we tend to slow down and like understand ourselves or listen to our body. Or I, in general, because of that extreme um, push and pull that I was trying to do, made me aware about my body more, and like the body started telling me that, dude, you just gotta slow down. You just gotta listen to me. Like I'm telling you some stuff. Like your left hand is underworked. You have just overworked your right hand this entire time. So many years have passed and you've been using your right hand this entire time. Come on, start using your left hand. Like it will just gradually improve your strength and mobility, and switch your hands and like do some yoga, do calm yourself down. And like that's what I'm like trying to do. Like this is fish variation. This is a fish, a variation of fish pose, which is very helpful for me as it activates my groin muscles, and it gets a very good stretch. And like I try to stay for 20 long breath in this pose. This is like ridiculously tough pose, and like only 5 breath I can take in this pose, and 5 long breath is the longest till now. The back of the neck muscles, they are extremely weak because of smoking. And after doing this, but I do mobility of like 20 in this, and right now I'm doing it a little faster. This was my, I guess, 40th, 50th day of doing yoga, and right now it's like I'm on 60th day. So now what I've learned is like to take a entire good long breath when I'm up here in this pose, and then after a good one long breath I come down and then go again and like do it for like 20, do a 20 rep of that. And in between like I do this hip movement to just relax the entire body, because as you can see it's a different kind of pose. It's like all new muscles are getting activated here, and like this yoga gives me so amazing feeling, because this entire time being a guy, you were like always seeing muscled up guys and all that, and you think like this is only fitness. But this yoga and like listening to the body just made me so much aware about, no man, it's like I am unique, and like you are unique, and like we all are unique, and we gotta listen to our body and like our mind. And God just want us to like do different kind of stuff. God doesn't want similar stuff. And like just listening to myself got me aware about all this. You can see that I keep a ball and a resistant band around me. It's just because it gets me into a very playful mode and like in good mode. If you're liking this video, subscribe or like my video. And so yeah, the ball gets me in a very nice mode. It's like a playful mode, and I throw the ball with my left hand, and then I check how am I, how my body is reacting, and like how I'm feeling every movement. As this video is about wrist rehabilitation, and so my constant checking keeps on going on for my wrist, how I can get my left area or left scapular muscles more stronger or in mobility and different kind of movements. So throwing a ball underarm, overarm, all that helps. And this is forearm plank pose. And this is amazing. It's like I do this every day and it's very relaxing. And after, like earlier you saw me doing bridge pose, now I'm doing this plank pose, forearm plank, and it's totally opposite. Or at that pose, like in that pose I was doing a backward bend, and right now it's like getting um, a little forward move, move, and like it's activating the core in a different way. It's activating, like even knees get activated, and like those muscles, it's all very good. Elbow muscles, like the entire right arm is full of strength, but the left arm's elbow to wrist, nothing was ever trained. Like in my life, I never sat down and trained all this. But this yoga, sticking to yoga is also like making me aware that, oh damn it, you can't do this, because it is creating that structural balance, and like it is seriously training your muscles down, the muscles that have never touched the ground, the muscles that have just never, you have just never felt them. So like it's just, yoga is very good. I tell you, you gotta check out hatha yoga photos. Go and grab all the photos that you can. Pick your favorite poses. I am treating my wrist. I'm like having an injury on the outer side of the wrist, like above the pinky area, and you might be having it on the other side. So you can pick the right pose. Generally, all these poses will help, but you got my point. Like, try to listen to your body and listen to your body. That's the main mantra, and like these poses might help you. Exactly, like this one is amazing. This one is like downward dog to, like, this is downward dog here, and then I move, and I go to plank pose, which is a full arm plank pose. And I do this, and it's like activating my core, wrist, shoulders, hamstrings, and if you are like a smoker as well and like rehabilitating, it's like doing a whole lot of work right now. Upper back, which is like filled with smoke, and the entire muscle has just gotten so much weaker because of smoking. It's like all rehabilitating right now, and like scapulas have to be moved every morning. Just grab 1 liter bottle, and if you want, you can just drink it at the very start and then start your yoga, or you can drink like half a liter and then start your yoga, or you can just keep it around you. As days have started to get hotter now, I'm planning to keep a bottle around me instead of drinking. Earlier, like this video is from December and or Jan, yeah, from Jan only, I guess. And so I was drinking half a liter back then. And another point that I want to mention is like if you have grown a habit of popping your muscles, like popping your wrist muscle, elbow muscles, and back, or I don't know which all muscles you have like developed, like me, like I was popping a whole lot of muscles earlier because of muscular weakness, and now I've planned to just leave them forever, like to just never pop no muscles, never pop your back muscle, lower back muscles, and like wrist and finger is like still alright, because I guess they're different. They're like too much mobility keeps on going on them, and there are no workouts for fingers because so stretching them out is alright, but instead of any kind of popping move, switch to yoga. That's what my plan is, and like that's what I'm doing. Like on a daily basis, doing yoga is going to make me get more connected to my body, and then just listening to the body. When body was always asking for movement, why I was trying to pop it and like do this and that. The popping feeling that gets in the body or a muscle, it's like the body is asking, dude, come on, move, and like, dude, you gotta shake me, or like, you gotta go for a run, and like, so yoga is a very good start, and getting connected with your body, leaving your ill habits and your ill patterns, and just getting into this rehabilitation mode, and like even I am like trying to stick to this word, and like my message is also that only that everybody gets in this zone if they are feeling weak, weird, and not 100% in their life, in it, any of the ways, like all the illnesses that I talk about, or all the rehabilitation that I'm going through. Please get connected to your body, and life is feeling very amazing to me now as I spend time with my body, and like mind is totally off at that time. And one another good point that I want to share today is try to extend, like in this yoga routines, I've found that the way I do it is, and the way I want to keep doing it is like extending. Like my way is to extend. I try to extend my time as much as I can. Like early in the morning, I'm already empty stomach, only with water is what I'm doing my yoga, and that's how it is to be done. and and after that it's like extending. It's like first of all, you will feel so much good doing this, because these are all starting yoga poses, and like it's so relaxing. I don't want you to stress your muscle. Like slow and steady, what the point that I shared is about, taking slow approach towards it. Like take long breath, don't try to pull your long breath as well, and don't try to stay in a pose for like 20 breaths. As I said, if you are not able to do it, just do go for 10, and just try to extend your yoga session. That's all. Have a good day.